Klein is launching the 2.0 version of their MODbox. Now, this system has only been out 2 years ago. Well, 2 years now, to be more precise. And recently we reported, I think a year ago, that Milwaukee was actually suing KleinTools for patent infringement. So most likely this is what caused or prompted Klein to actually introduce the 2.0. So let's take a closer look at the 2.0, see what's different, and see if it made any significant change. Now, if you look at it on the surface, it looks exactly the same as the original MODbox. But on closer inspection, you will see some very minor changes. Well, for me, I'll call it major because there's a lot of design changes that kind of set them apart from Milwaukee and other toolboxes, particularly a system that we will talk about that I particularly like. I don't know how it will function, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it makes the box appear, and hopefully it functions just as well. So let's start with the main toolbox, which is the rolling toolbox. So this is the new rolling toolbox, and this is it compared to the old one. So on your right is the old one, and on your left is the brand new 2.0 MODbox from Klein. Now the box, you could actually see it looks a little brighter, or maybe that's just how it was printed. And basically it has the exact same dimensions, hasn't changed much. So no difference there, except for maybe the aesthetics and how it looks from the front. Internally the same. It has the same metal plate on the inside so that you can mount your lights. It has the same IP rating, 165. Nothing much change here. Where it really changes is here, the spring-loaded latch. And this is where it has changed the most. They have replaced the conventional latch with the plastic and the metal, the little metal bar so that you can clip it on, and replace it with a nice spring-loaded, which I like. This is what I like. Now, they retain the accessory bar at the side of the toolbox, so that hasn't changed. And the wheel is exactly the same. I think the same 10-inch wheels. And yeah, so not much has changed. Maybe the aesthetics, the handle still is removable, so that hasn't changed. And one thing I've learned, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Now in this case, we're going to look at the last toolbox. Now I'm not seeing the handle here, but this basically has the exact same changes. They changed some minor changes to the lid, as you can see, and the latching system has changed, and even the area where they interlock, you can actually see that is a little more free for your hand to pass, because I think someone's complaining that it's kind of difficult to actually unclip it. So they made that change. And again, the physical capacity hasn't changed. The physical shape hasn't changed much. It has the new spring-loaded latch, and it also has the accessory rail at the side. That hasn't changed one bit. But so far, so good. Now, they added some additional changes so you could actually put some of your bits and the accessories on the top. Now, this is the toolbox here. And as you can see, same thing is achieved again. They have replaced the conventional latch with this new spring-loaded latch, which seems to be sliding to the side. There's still the metal plate on the inside of the cover and the accessory at the side. And it looks good. I really like the way this looks. It looks a little more sleeker, and it looks less Milwaukee, like, in my humble opinion. It really looks good. So that's just my first visual assessment of it. I would really like to get it in hand. Also, I want to mention too, the reinforced metal inside the area where you put the lock. Now, I like the way these look. And I think one of the major changes is the inside. As you can see, the old versus the new, the cover doesn't look as clear. It looks a little more opaque, but it looks good. I think it has a nice, more expensive, high quality look than the previous one. And they changed the latching system, and I really like that. And there's actually 9 removable bins. Now before, the center of the bin, as you can see there, the center, it was permanent, but now you could actually move that center bin, which I like. I think that's a really good change, because now you could customize it how you like. So that's a good change when it comes to the clear organizer. And they're also showing us here a little clearer. This is a one-hand operation. So I don't know if they improve that in any way. Maybe when we get in hand. Now, This is the half organizer, and this one looks good as well. I like the top. It looks less cheap. Well, is that a word? Well, is that a way to phrase it? It doesn't look as cheap as the older one. I prefer the newer one, and they actually have the logo, the MODbox logo embossed on top. Before, I think it was like molded into the top of it, but this time I think they just printed it on the surface, similar to other brands. And they've improved the dividers on the inside of the organizer, and they have the reinforced lock point, which is really nice. But most people say it's a waste of time because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to see it, they'll just break it off. And then we see a little closer look at the spring mechanism, where it looks where you have to pull forward or pull back to lock and then pull it forward to unlock. I really like the way it looks. I would like to hear what you think about it. Do you think it's a good change? Do you think it was a necessary change? Or do you think it's a change they had to make? Now, for me, I think aesthetically, it actually looks better. And at the end of the day, I think when brands does things like this, it shows that they really care about the customer. And even if it's a lawsuit thing, it still shows that they made the effort to make the changes and keep themselves in the race, and also keep their followers happy. And the thing is too, what I don't know for sure is if it's compatible with the old one, but I'm assuming they wouldn't make this system and not make it compatible with the old system. It wouldn't make any sense they doing that. So I'm sure that they made sure and made it compatible with the old one. But me personally, I like the way the new one looks. I think it has a more sleek look. The corners are a little more rounded. I like the removal of the latch system because for me, sometimes when that latch system experiences heat, it actually fades. Now, will DeWalt and other brands follow suit? DeWalt so far has only, I think, stopped at 2.0, and a lot of people are anticipating 3.0, but this is not AI for those who may be concerned. This is actually a rendering that people assume came out from DeWalt. So, will DeWalt and other brands follow suit? No, obviously, DeWalt is not experiencing any lawsuit, but many would agree that this system from DeWalt is very lackluster. It's very flimsy. I actually own one and I don't like it at all. I think it's very flimsy. I think it needs to be rebooted. Now that they have this DLX or DX system, which a lot of people complain, it's too huge, it's too big, and the average tool user don't want to lug something around. That's more for like a stationary situation in a shop or something. But most people who use toolboxes don't want that DLX system from DeWalt. So I'm looking to see if DeWalt is going to follow suit and have a 3.0, so the tough system 3.0, and follow Klein. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I was able to at least cover some of the new changes to the MODbox. I like it. I like the way it looks. I really like to see a review on it. I personally won't be buying it because it's a little bit out of my price range, right? So hope you enjoyed the video.